Yeah, man.
Yo, man, hold on, man. Y'all got to turn them radios up. Y'all got to turn them up. Turn them radios up.
My opinions are facts podcast.
We discuss music and sports.
What's going on? Right back with you
Eric.
tonight. Hey, we we do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We do a regular pod. Tonight we will bring something special. We always hear Tupac news or situation with him, but we
Tupac
want to
back.
we want to discuss something different, and we want to get a good deep dive into it. What if Tupac never passed away? People say it here and there, but let's really get into it. And let's try to really analyze what it would have been if he never passed away. How would he live his life? Would he transition to doing this or doing that? The death row, so many things you could factor in. So, without further ado, what do you think if Tupac never passed on that night?
Well, shit, you gotta start off right. You gotta turn that down.
Yeah, no, I was on it right now. My bad.
Well, you gotta start off right. Like, still echo.
Yeah, we good now. Okay.
All right, so you gotta start off. So you got after the fight, Tyson fight, he walks out. Him and Suge walks out. Boom, they go to their club in Vegas. What's the club name? It starts with a number.
6-1 Deuce. 6-1
All right,
Deuce.
yeah. So you know what I mean? They do what they do that night. Woo, 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 woo. Get back. You know what I mean? Pac, of course, he has movies about to come out. He has to finish. What movie he didn't finish? Was it Gridlock?
Yeah.
No, it's not Gridlock.
Game related.
No, he finished. Was it game related? Nah, I think Gridlock he did finish.
No, game related, or the one with John Belushi.
All right, game related.
That was game related. Yeah, game related with the cop. There's a cop movie he didn't finish. He finished the one with the guitar, the movie he's on, Dope.
Well, they had to end one of the movies the way they didn't do it. So,
Gridlock.
I mean,
that was Gridlock.
But nah, because think about it. He got killed. Well, they got beat to death by Debo. So he finished. He died. So he finished that. So it's Gridlock he didn't finish.
So Gridlock when he played the guitar.
Yeah. That's why I guess it was different. You know what I mean? But like I said, he got beat up to death by Debo or game related. Anyways, so now you gotta remember, boom, he got the Death Row East. So that means he got what's called Eric B and them running shit. Who else? Probably did that song with Nas. What else he had going on? He had so much shit going on. Machiavelli will never got Against All Odds. Remember, that wasn't going to be, he wasn't going to put that out because of Nas. I mean, Nas got cool.
Well,
and then overall, I mean, Death Row was out selling Bad Boy anyway, so I'm not saying it's going to be the end of Bad Boy, but man, they gave him a run, so who knows how big would have got. So, like, how Life After Death would have been, you know what I mean, how it came out, would Bad Boy had that run in 97, had all those number ones for consistent weeks? You know what I mean? Would Mace blow up to where high he got?
All right, so I'm gonna chime in. No, I don't know if you want to. You got some more guys.
Nah, keep going, because we'll go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I like that one. So that time frame, lyricism mattered. So Biggie still would have had that run because we can't act like when Death Row came out, Bad Boy was like boom, they couldn't put that out, whatever in the third. It'd been like a Ja Rule situation or a little flip. Bad Boy would have kept what they kept because at that time, people cared about good music, and Biggie was putting out good things. But with Pac, I think, like he said, he wanted to go into acting. That was his twist. Yeah, he had different. He saw that going on, One Nation, all that stuff. I think with him, he's in prison or whatever. He read Machiavelli books like that, Art of War and everything. He would try to be a leader. So when
Right.
I think when he put them albums out with Suge, and thought it was going to be a complete whatever he got his contract, he's trying to get out his contract because he wanted to lead his own thing. That's why he
That's true
went to the
too.
East Coast and got Buckshot Shorty, Smith and Wesson, Nice and Smooth, so on and so on. Because he felt he was a great leader because by studying books, because he was a reader. Machiavelli, Robert Will, I forget the other books he's reading. So he wanted leadership.
Well,
So
not to cut off too. Nah, keep going with your point. Then we'll go back to it. Go.
right. So with that too, he knew like, yo, with Suge, he had to flip it because he didn't fulfill his contract. He's like, all right, cool. But I'm gonna let you I'm doing the Death Row East because I want to be my own leader. I want to lead my own thing to go on and get money, this, that, and the third. I'll rock with you because I know what you are because, for the laws of power, never outshine a master. So he
Yeah.
understood that when he had to fulfill his contract, like, all right, cool, but I still want to be my own boss too. Boss, underling, underboss, all that type stuff, mafia style. But I felt with him, he was leading somewhere totally different, man. That's how I feel. It'd have been totally different with him. We would been like, oh man, and he would want to be the politician. He was on politics, if you ask me.
Yeah. Also, too, now you gotta think there was something over his head. He was still on appeal bond. Would he would have beat that? But I think being him with Death Row got him the right lawyers. He had money backing him. Remember, back then he had to get where you get with the little money he had. He didn't have no money there. He had too many lawsuits, too many people suing him, this and that and stuff. Like he wasn't. Plus, he wasn't in his right mind. Think about all the. Remember on the that documentary, they say he blowing hella weed, drinking Henny. He was out his mind. Like he almost, you know what I mean, trying to abort himself too. Down when you living in Atlanta and stuff. So you know what I mean? He was ready to do all that. He wasn't in his right mind. But also, too, like, now, I mean, I think he would have beat that. Death Row. Well, then again, he got, Death Row would get the right lawyers behind him. Sugar would put that money up. Think about it. He beat that murder charge with, he had Snoop beat that murder charge. Yeah, it cost Snoop in the end, but he had the right lawyers behind him. He beat that, you know what I mean? So everything been right with Pop. Because they were seeing all the BS that the old girl said in the you know what I mean, courtroom and this and that, all the lies she said. So he would have beat that. You know what I mean? But I think in the long run, probably Big in Pac after all the dust settled with all that little beef stuff and record sales with that, they probably got cool. I mean, remember, them two love each other. You know what I mean?
So
It was just
I'm a
it, yeah.
good, nah, good, yeah. I'll finish my bad, cut off, okay.
And the thing is, it wasn't about because remember back then how people was thinking, Biggie shot, you know what I mean, shot Pac. Because people, you know what I mean, how news back then, especially hip hop music, there was no outlet. So everybody just had to go a word of mouth, and so many stories got changed up. People thought that Biggie shot him. No, it just Biggie probably knew who shot him, and that's what Pac was mad about. And at the end of the day, he would find out what he probably did. So, you know what I mean? In the long run, they probably got cool. And then they start making money. Remember, Biggie was going to leave Diddy anyways. Now, I don't know which route. We kind of knew what he's supposed to, supposed to make with their label. And of course, Cam was the first signee. And also, too, but here's the other thing. Dame was saying that he was supposed to go to Rockefeller. So I don't know what story is true, but the one with him and Un sound more real because, you know, Cam, like Cam said, I was supposed to be the first signee, him and Charlie Baltimore. So, you know what I mean?
So I'm gonna go with what I'm saying. All right, so with a Pac, you know what I mean, what happened to me personally, the bigger thing is true, but I felt because you gotta remember, if we're saying he didn't pass, yes, he would have had a lawyer that beat all the cases and whatnot and so on. Now, if we take what we know, all the history we got going on, him and Suge would have fell out at some point in time.
Yeah. Well, remember also too, and Reggie White just said this. Reggie Wright, he just said this last week, but I been knew this. He wasn't officially signed with Death Row.
So
Pop
basically,
Pop was never officially signed with Death Row.
So Now you got Suge come out talking whatever. So my thing is this.
And I think Suge said that too, like a week or two ago. Or yeah, I think on Vlad. Matter of fact, when he was talking to Ray J on Vlad on speakerphone from jail, he said Pop wasn't officially signed with Death Row. Yeah.
So with Suge, my thing is that with him and Puffy, here's a big difference. This is why I knew my assumption that Pac, no matter what, the Death Row train would have fell off regardless because
Yeah.
you had somebody that was trying to be something that he really wasn't. It was starting to show because real characters always shows. So Pac would have lived because Pac was getting out of character too. I'll admit that. I mean, people, if you're gonna be real about it, he was getting him shook. Everybody's getting out of character. Nobody was being themselves at a point in time, not all the time.
I mean, well, you got to look at. Well, my bad. I ain't trying to cut in what you're saying, but
so at a point in time, we'll say from when All Eyes on Me dropped, Suge, Pac, everybody was beyond a character. They were trying to be on some boss, mafioso shit, doing people dirty, this, that, and the third, burning all their bridges because they thought they was bigger than what they was. So if Pac would have lived, he probably would have tried to reprimand everything. I think Suge would have tried to bend his ear like, nah, fuck that, fuck them, boom, boom. So my prediction would have been Pac probably looked at Suge like, nah, we're not doing that. I got to be cool with you people because I got to go to New York and also you too. And with Bad Boy and stuff like that, y'all beef is different because Suge and Puff beef is over a bodyguard getting killed at a Jermaine Dupri party. So we do. It was Pac would have felt like, yo, all right. At the end of the day, you're using me because you don't like Puffy because bodyguard kill your bodyguard, whatever the case may have been. Y'all got to deal with that because, like you said, Biggie was trying to leave Bad Boy too.
Right.
Too. When they wasn't talking, both were trying to leave respective labels. Pac leaving Death Row, Biggie leaving Bad Boy. So if they both were trying to leave, what they all seen. Meaning is, if Pac never passed, he was leaving Death Row. He would have been better off anyway, and I think he would pursue.
I think he had to leave for one. He was trying to finally get that bag. Pac never got that bag. You know what I mean? And Suge, he had his all shit planned out. He already knew, man, fuck Snoop. Snoop, we use you up. We got the best of you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we got this guy, I heard like that he's gonna keep making music. Like he'll make 7 songs in a day with no problem. He'll sit in the studio, work nonstop. He'll get us into Hollywood because he's doing Hollywood films. Pac will get us everywhere. Snoop, like, yeah, he was like the #1 rapper, but you're just too shy. You'll just limit us in music. Pac was doing fashion. Remember, he was doing fashion. What's it called? Shows with Versace. Versace love him. You know what I mean? That's why he started rocking Versace's. You know what I mean? That's what, you know what I mean? That's why Biggie started rocking Versace. That's why Master P and that whole era started rocking Versace's with the shades and stuff. You know what I mean? And like I said, Pac was going to leave music because remember back then, once you hit your 30s, and Pac was 25. So, he's going to make his little music run with Death Row West and whatever else and his own little record label. I forgot his record label name was. But, once he hit 30 and stuff, one day, all right. So then after he do his music and this and that, he's going to be fully a Hollywood actor. You know what I mean? And he's going to do that. So Suge see what's going to come down the line. That's why, Snoop, he was just done. I mean, listen to his second album. The second album was trash. Like, who would have thought a rapper who almost went platinum in 1 week, great album, classic album, one of the best albums ever. Then even after that, drop a dope ass soundtrack, Murder Was the Case soundtrack. All the songs he, did with Dre and this and that, and then turn around and drop a whack album, The Dogfather, like that. I don't know, musically he wasn't there no more or whatever. And then, of course, after he left, Cost to Be the Boss, it was okay, but Snoop just didn't have it no more.
Hold on. Yeah. I'll let you go long enough. Hold on. We got back. First of all, Snoop dropped the album for one reason. That was Rush. And I think that he didn't want to put that out. What happened was because I get what Pac never passed. But since he passed, for the point I'm trying to make, Death Row forced Snoop to put something out because they needed money. Suge got locked the fuck up. He needed to put out albums to make money to pay for the lawyers and shit.
Well, Suge didn't get locked up too far
Right.
after that. Because remember, after the kicking incident and Pac got killed, remember, he was still out. He was waiting for the court hearing of his probation violation. So that came out with Snoop's album came out November? Him and Pac was like a week apart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Suge probably just went in when that album just came out.
So back to what I was trying to
but they had Machiavelli in the tuck a week after the Dogfather.
Back to what I was saying. So you brought Machiavelli too. Machiavelli was the mixtape supposed to be for free.
Yeah.
Snoop got rushed. You know why they put that out? When you could tell when the fish. Listen to mix it. Shit sound horrible.
All right. So let's just say that. All right, if Pac never died, that means also too, like Suge would never went to jail. So
all right.
So would Snoop still be under death row? Because remember, right before Pac got killed, him and Snoop wasn't getting along. So would Snoop still be there, or he'll end up being gone?
Let me get to the point I was going to before you said that.
Well, let's get that.
You mentioned Snoop on the second album, right?
Okay, but that happened because Pac passed. So leave that alone because we're talking about when Pac passed.
But
we're
you mentioned
about
the point of him.
Okay, yeah. But we're talking about if he never passed. All right. So we're going backwards, like Pac passed, how it just went. Okay, so leave that alone. So, like I said,
why you bring up Snoop's album then? Because Pac got killed.
Okay, so now, like I said, would Snoop's album would have been like that?
No.
If Pac never passed, he would have had time to do his fucking album. But let alone him and Snoop was beefing right before he died. So would Snoop still be under death row or not?
Yes.
Okay, even when the whole what's it called? Even with Suge wasn't getting along with him either.
Yes. Because this would have happened. Suge respected Pac's word at the end of the day. Because see, if Pac says, "Hey man, I'm up out of here," Snoop or Suge be like, "All right, yo, what's up with you and Dog? Oh, we cool again. Us, the Dog Power, we're all cool again." Suge had no choice because without them, he has nothing. He would have had it.
Okay,
Suge had to rectify and beat.
Okay, but they wasn't cool, and Pac wasn't fucking with him because he's fucking with his enemy, and you know how militant that motherfucker is. How we know? I mean, they probably got cool years later, but at that moment, Pac was on some other stuff. So, you know what I mean?
Because
who's going to deal with Snoop then? Not Pac no more.
Listen, because one thing about Pac that we learned about his life, you're going to respect the streets of LA.
Okay.
Let me finish my point. Let me land my plane. You land your plane twice. Let me land my plane one time. So with the street politics,
fall like
LA,
all the planes this year. Yeah.
Street politics in LA, because that's what Pac was riding with the MOB shit, Snoop LBC Crip shit, and LA shit, all that Crip shit. Now they had to rectify the situation because there's no way Pac was gonna be able to be cool if he lived. The road to these streets of LA, disrespect to Snoop and think that's gonna happen when Crip is the biggest gang all through that area, and Snoop is the most beloved Crip rapper out of the whole area. Had to get cool, and Suge would have had to bow down.
Suge would have bowed down. Suge had the money.
Let me finish. So what happened is, people had to respect with the gang culture because they embody their death row is basically embodied to the gang culture. So when you reconcile differences, you know what? All
okay,
right, cool,
but that don't matter. It's about what Suge say. Get off the label. You're going somewhere else. I'm still getting paid like what happened, even afterwards. So, like I said, if Suge want him off the label, he get off the label, but it's gonna cost Snoop.
Like I said, once again, well, if that's the case, so now I gotta bring up shit when Pac got killed. Look what he did with Master P trying to get him off the label. Look what Master P had to go through to get Snoop off the
Okay.
label.
So let's just say that.
So he wouldn't
all
let him
right,
go because Snoop was money.
Okay. So let's just say, all right, we'll still put into play that he still left with Master P, even if Pac was still alive.
What it took Master P to get Pac?
Okay, we know
We
that.
got we got to erase that. Now we got to erase that because Suge was in jail when he did that decision. So we gotta say Pac lived. So that's how the equation. You can't use
okay. That. If Suge was out of jail, he's still gonna pull the same deal. It doesn't matter. Because Snoop was under how many album deal, so he still want money even if he's off the label. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna go the same exact way.
All right, what I'm asking
still gonna go the same way.
That's what I'm trying to ask you. So you're saying Snoop would have left Death Row regardless?
Because if Pac, he along with him, the whole label didn't like him. Other than then Snoop only had the Dog Pound and Nate Dogg. That's it. Snoop Suge wasn't getting along with Snoop.
I know that because we see.
Okay, so if they don't want him around, he gonna let him go, but it's gonna cost him too.
So Master P, we don't know if he came into the picture or not because we don't know. Because P would be like, because Suge's on the street. Suge's a different person on the street. So you can't get Suge.
It doesn't matter. So if listen, he's not gonna just let Snoop get off the label for nothing.
That's my point. You're not listening.
Okay, so the fuck I just said. Okay, so what the fuck you talking about? You act like I'm fucking
because you're not even saying it right. Finish nothing.
I let you fucking finish
one time.
So at the same motherfucking time, Sugar's going to still do the same fucking contract with Master P, and that's it. He's off the label. Them niggas wasn't fucking with Snoop, even when Pac was still alive. So they're going to, treat him all crazy. So Sugar going to let him go with a price because he still owe albums and whatever. So what is you talking about?
So you're saying Snoop wanted to leave and Suge wouldn't have kicked him off?
I didn't say Snoop wanted to fucking leave. I said
that's my
Snoop. Do you fucking understand what I'm saying? I said Suge, Pac, everybody did not fuck with him. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I'm listening.
So if fucking Suge want him gone, he's gonna let him go, but Sugar still gonna get fucking money out of it because Snoop old albums. What the fuck is you saying?
Back to my point. If Pac was living, I'm going back to it because
if Pac was living, let's go. If Pac
was living, whatever the riff was, that was going to get cleared out for one reason. Because the Dog Pound still cool with Tupac. Outlaws on the squats and shit. And Suge's not gonna let Pac or Snoop leave.
Why not?
He ain't gonna pay for him to come to Death Row or come to No Limit if Suge still living, Pac still going on because Snoop ain't valuable like that. Going to Death Row at that or going to No Limit at that time. What was he went him forward? He can't stay with Death Row.
They ain't want the motherfucker around.
He can't stay with Death Row.
They don't want a motherfucker around. If he is fucking with Bad Boy, they don't want him around.
So the point
they don't want him around.
The point you say want him around. Why did it cost so much for him to leave and why so much stress for him to get
because Snoop was one of the top fucking rappers, dummy. The fuck?
There you go. You're a dummy because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm a dummy.
What I'm trying to tell you, because you're not listening to what I'm saying. When it took Master P to get Snoop off that fucking label, Suge knew that would. Suge knew how valuable Snoop was. I don't care how much he didn't like him.
And he still let him go, right? He still let him go, right?
He was in jail. He needed the money. He had to pay for his
It doesn't matter. He was still gone regardless if he was still on the fucking label. Tupac didn't fuck with him. Them niggas was not going to keep fucking with Snoop if he's fucking with Bad Boy. Simple as that.
So Tupac never passed. Snoop would have left anyway, right?
Should would let him go, yeah.
For the right price, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think Pete still would have went after Snoop?
Yeah.
Pac living?
He did. Regardless, he did. So what the fuck you talking about?
No, regardless means Pac got killed. No, Pac never died. Who would Pete would have went for first?
Huh?
Who would Pete would have went for first if Pac lived?
We talk about went for
Remember,
who first?
there was turmoil with
Went
Pac.
for who first? What are you talking about?
Master P would have went after Pac before Snoop.
You think Sugar's gonna let fucking Tupac fucking go the fucking Master P while he just gave him a fucking Death Row West? I mean Death Row East. He made all this money. He made all this money with Tupac. Tupac was not going nowhere.
His contract would have been done. Well, his contract. He dropped another album.
No. His album. I mean, his contract would have been done. So back to the lesson at hand.
What was his contract? Let me know what his contract. How many albums his contract was?
Listen, there's no way in fucking hell Master P can afford Tupac. So back to what the hell we talking about. Pac and Suge was hand in hand.
What if Pac
Nigga,
lived?
listen. We're not talking about dumb shit. Know what I mean? About Master P. Master P can't afford Tupac. The fuck is you talking about?
Lived.
Master
So
P would have got fucking Tupac. Are you insane? Are you insane?
So Pac would have lived. What would have happened? Let's get back
to what I was fucking saying. Snoop would have been gone. Them niggas is not gonna fuck with him. They're not gonna fuck with Snoop if he fucking with Bad Boy. Do you understand that? Now let's get off of that because you looking dumb. You're looking dumb. I am a genius. You're looking dumb.
I'll let you land your plane 5 times. I ain't land my plane 1 time, but yeah.
Because, look how many planes falling out the sky. That's where you at.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
next?
all right. So, back to what I was saying. So, Pac, like I said, he's going to outdo Big. So, but they might be, like I said, they're going to be cool. You know what I mean? The long run. Pac, like I said, he's going to have Death Row West. He's going to sign all them orders, in which I think in the long run, all them artists is probably most likely going to fail. Nice and smooth. I don't.
Because guess what? That's why I think Pac was transitioned to the movies, because at the end of the day, I'll be real. Everybody else you watch, how long do you think Pac music would have been? What it been?
What do you mean?
To me, Pac would have fizzled out. Let's say not. So by '98, Pac would have fizzled out because rap changed so dramatically. The South was coming. You couldn't stop it. Pac would have fell to that, victim to that.
Okay.
Even got with the Goody Mob. Even got to the Goody Mob in '98 because Mary John joined him allegedly, what he Gipp said. So no matter what, Pac had to go to that route of movies and stuff because musically, we got tired of him.
He was down in Atlanta, so who knows? Just like when Too Short down in Atlanta.
You heard what I said with Gipp. He wanted to be Goody Mob, allegedly what Gipp said.
Okay.
So what I'm
saying,
you
said he would fizzle out in '98. Too Short didn't.
Yeah, he would have.
How he would? Too Short didn't.
The big difference between him
they
and
were all in Atlanta.
Snoop.
They was all in Atlanta.
Here's the difference between him and Too Short. So Too Short subject matter, this. Making funky beats, this and that. Simple shit, simplicity. Pac was so complex to where it would have fizzled out. And then also,
fizzle out. While Changes Still was a big ass hit song in 01.
Both of us are not right. So we're just assuming shit. So ain't nobody right. That's why I call my opinions are facts. Because my opinion is going to be a fact. Your opinion is going to be a fact. So like I said, back to what I'm saying. Pac, to me, his music, I don't think he would have translated to the beat styles that was coming out at that time. I'm sorry, his rap flow, Biggie had a better chance of succeeding with his rap flow than Pac did.
Don't know.
That's what I'm assuming. I ain't right. I ain't wrong. I don't know what it would have been because he got killed too early. But to me, Pac did the right thing. When he did an interview with E-News, he said, or ET News, he said, I'm going to the movie thing, the music thing. For me, I did everything I could. So he started acting more because he knew he was looking 5 years ahead. Although he died, he was looking 5 years ahead like, yo, I can't do this shit no more because music at the time what he was doing so boxed in, acting his range was so far away. Look at the movies he did. He did a movie about shooting up dope to being a fucking dirty cop. Shit like he's able to broaden his range because really he was an actor the whole time. That just was good with poetry, so he rapped. So I don't see him. After he knocked out last album with Suge, he'd be like, yo, fuck, I'm done. I'm going to put these niggas on to do One Nation. Whatever they do, they do. I don't care what they do because I'm going to be a bigger fucking actor. I love and respect. But musically, his voice. He didn't want to continue on because he felt like you are welcome. You can always go like this. Music is always like this. It's going to hit a ceiling. It's going to stay there, no matter what type of musician you are. So I think if Pac never passed, he would have dwelled into acting more, directing movies and shit like that, because he was a whole different character. Got the politics. He'd been like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what he'd been. The person that acted.
So,
boy, he started bodybuilding, then acted.
You said bodybuilding.
I said he'd be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. As far as like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was a bodybuilder first. Listen, I'm saying he was a bodybuilder first. Got to acting.
Okay.
Bodybuilder first. Then he's the actor. Then he became a politician. So Pop, same road. He had been a fucking rapper, actor, politician, because he got past that first part.
I don't think he'd been a politician.
He got into politics somehow, some way, because he knew if you listen to him talk, what he always talk about, revolutionary shit. So he knew he said to get into revolutionary action, he had to get into the politics and direct the White House. He always talked about that shit. He always talked about the mayors, all that stuff. He knew what time it was. So then with Sugar, what they always say he did, got to the community, talked to the mayors, talked to the fucking goddamn city council. That's what Pac did. His voice was a revolutionary voice. It was more than music. I mean, which is a good thing. Pac right now. Black Lives Matter, what the fuck the niggas did right now.
Okay. Anyways, Pac will still drop music regardless.
Yeah, he would have.
Know what I mean? And also too, know what I mean, he'll definitely got the Bay out there more than it should have been, you know what I mean, because of his star power. But
hold on. So you say this way a lot of people get it fucked up. So you say Pac whenever fizz off of music, he just got higher and higher every time?
He wouldn't still do fucking music.
Would have been good?
Yeah, it would have been good. We think everybody was people like that at that level was drop bad music? The fuck?
So you say, so Pac never had a dropout period?
He probably wouldn't do music for a while because he'll do acting. I mean, off top, that's what he wanted to do. Acting. So it might have been like a 2 or 3 year gap. Same thing. Okay, no one didn't say nothing. You know what I mean, like that, whatever. Like he wasn't. You know what I mean? He was gonna do what's it called, acting. Of course, we know he's gonna put music to the side and do acting. But he also had to run a label. Also, too, like I said, he would do the same thing like what Brandy was doing. Brandy took how many years before she made her second album? What, 4 years? Same thing with Usher. Same thing with Usher. He came out with 97, didn't drop an album until 01. Because why? They took up acting more. So Pac would have did the same thing. It would have been a while before he dropped the album because he had a lot going on with acting and probably putting other artists out.
This is what I'm asking. So Pac, All Eyes on Me, would he ever hit that pinnacle again? Past that album?
Yeah, look what Machiavelli did. Look what Machiavelli did.
He died.
You mean because he died? It was still a great album. What the fuck you talking about? Saying that make a pinnacle. Like, what did Machiavelli do? What did Machiavelli do? Was it a great album? Was it a good? We mean he died. It's a good album because he died. Does that make sense? It was a good album because he died. Point. Who said selling? Who said selling?
I am.
I'm talking about a good album.
That's what matters.
It was a good album. You talk about it was a good album because he died. No, it was a good. Machiavelli was a great album.
Well, you think Sugar would be
so
satisfied?
What the fuck you talking about?
Oh,
you're talking.
So you think Sugar would have been satisfied just went gold?
It would have went platinum. It would have went platinum. It would probably went double or triple.
Okay, my bad.
Even if he didn't die, what are you talking about?
So you think Suge wanted All Eyes on Me numbers? That's all he looked forward to. That's why he wouldn't have did that because you know that shit was like a mixtape. You could tell it was a mixtape.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's an album.
Okay, we'll go after that. So you think Pac? Imagine Pac rapping in the year 99.
You think Suge would let that come out as a mixtape? Yeah, Pac wanted to come out as a mixtape. You knew Suge was not going to let that happen.
All right, bring it back. So in 2000, do you really think Pac would have been on top of the rap game with the beat styles, everything was coming along? Because remember, everybody had to down south.
He probably been so much indulged in acting.
That's my point. So musically,
who said it wasn't your point? I've been said that. What did you?
Okay, my thing is this. where Pac would been in the past. He been an actor, politician. That's where his road trajectory was at.
Okay, he'll still do music. Some point in time, he will came out with another album.
Would have been good though.
Why you think he had his own label?
That's why.
No, that's Death Row East. He had his own label because he's gonna keep dropping music too. You mean no? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay.
One Nation was the group he formed under Death Row East. Okay. So One Nation was a group.
So he had his own record label, didn't he?
Death Row East, yeah.
Okay, no, his own personal label, right? We just said it a minute ago.
One Nation.
You just said it a minute ago. Okay, he had his own record label. It's the record label that he signed with, allegedly with Death Row, but it was with Interscope. Did you know that, right?
His mom came with that after he died.
Okay.
Amari, whatever it's called. So my point is this. Pac, I'll keep it real. So much in the politics and everything else, he wouldn't even, the music thing with him, he would have did it for fun. But I ain't gonna lie, his rapping style, now I trust Pac.
You know Tupac had his own personal label, right? Out the Gutter record label was his own personal label that signed with Interscope. Did you know that, right? Did you know that?
Thank you for giving me the info.
So when everybody, once again, Out of the Gutter record label that was allegedly signed with Death Row was really with Interscope.
Oh, that dude that put in the contract when he's in jail. I remember that.
Okay. And Reggie White just said this 2 weeks ago too. You know that, right?
And what it was going to do?
And Death Row and go on Vlad TV with Ray J that happened last week. Suge was on the phone on Vlad TV on speakerphone saying Tupac was signed with Death Row. You know that, right? You know that, right? I
don't care about that.
You know that?
Yeah, I know it now.
Okay.
Thanks for the history lesson. So,
okay.
Pac, I'm telling you, musically, Pac was not going to sell All Eyes on Me numbers every time he came out. That's around a lot of Pac fans.
Who said that? That was a double.
Me. I'm saying that.
Okay, so I didn't say that. So we're talking. We know that's a double album, so the sales count as double. We know that.
But anyway, I ain't worry about that part because I know what you're talking
about. Oh no! You just said that he would kept selling All Eyes on Me numbers.
You talk about?
Yeah, it was a double album.
All right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Pac never passed. That's what Pac would have been doing. He would have been acting and got into politics. He would have had his label going on. He wouldn't did music as much because music, like all of us are when we get older, he's going to not like the new school music because a lot of people from that era, they ain't like the South. He been right with it. Because remember, Pac's New York at heart. So at heart in New York, he wasn't going to fuck with the South like that because he was, this nigga was a 1989 rapper. He came out in 89, which I love Pac. All around our same song, that was 89. So him, people gonna think that 98, 2000, he gonna still.
Same thing with Jay-Z, right? He was rapping in the 80s. Yeah, he took a minute off. Then he started going down south, and he still kept blowing up. And look where Jay-Z's at now. He's from the East Coast. He was still East Coast. Yeah, he took a little backlash from, a couple of rappers talk about he with the bounce and this and that and stuff from Cam and everybody, but still look what happened.
So
if your music's great, nobody ain't gonna care.
Two things. Well, Pac, I don't think Pac, like I said, he was acting, politician, music. He wouldn't did too much because I keep it real with you. His rapping style is poetic. It's not like Biggie. Biggie is a MC. Pac is a poetic dude that we felt more. Pac is
look
why
Nas
everybody loves him.
Look where Nas is at.
Yeah, below Jay and how many arrows? Is Nas in your top 10? Yes, probably, right?
Yeah.
You ever say Nas in your top 10 rapper?
Yeah.
You do? Right.
But nah.
Well,
he probably is. I haven't did the top 10 to myself. Exactly. I don't know how motherfucking long.
I guarantee Nas won't come up.
He might.
Use the word might. Me, every time I did one, I'll be going to little sites where I do my top 10. And I love Nas. I never mention his name.
No, that's you.
I never mentioned his name. You wouldn't have mentioned his name either.
I don't know. Like the fuck.
Would you mention Pac's name?
Hell yeah. What the fuck?
There you go.
Pac would be number one.
Would you mention 50 Cent name?
Yeah. Okay.
Would you name Project Pat?
Yeah. You know I listen to you motherfuckers.
Whoa,
okay? That's
my
3.
point, nigga. I
so
know
that's
what
3.
you're going to name.
Okay, I still got 7 more. Okay, I got 7 more. That's not even
Okay, I'll throw it
50%.
out there. I'll throw it out there.
Who?
What about fucking goddamn Juvenile? You put in there?
No, he wouldn't be my top 10.
Ice Cube.
Nope.
Ice Cube in your top 10, nigga.
He wouldn't be.
See the word. Cut. Everything out.
What
Nigga,
you talking about?
You gonna put Ice Cube in your top 10, nigga? Nigga,
I'll put
fuck
Mac
outta
10.
here, nigga. You
I'll
rap
put
like
Mac
Ice
10
Cube.
over. I'll put Mac 10 over Ice Cube.
I asked where you put him at. We be in your top 10 Ice Cube.
No, he wouldn't. I mean, what?
I know, nigga. Oh my god.
I love Cube, but who?
Nigga,
What make you think I put?
know.
What make you think I put Cube in my top 10?
I know you.
Okay,
I
but
know you.
how much?
Fuck out of here, nigga. Why say you
What?
rap? You sound Ice Cube when you rap.
No, I don't.
Nigga, you go around saying words. Yeah. Like, nigga, I know you put Ice Cube in top 10, nigga.
Nah, just because I did that. Now I mean,
Yo, nigga, you're putting Ice Cube in top 10. I want to hear that.
He wouldn't be in my top 10. He wouldn't
That's
be.
bullshit. That's bullshit, dog. Come on, dog. That's cap. That's big cap. Ice Cube my top. Nigga.
And plus, I wouldn't put Cube in my top 10 because Pac was beefing with him. I feel like Pimp C now. No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, I know, nigga. We are.
But like I said, Pac would be number 1, and I think Pac, even if still live long, and this is what also I say too, even if Pac live longer, he'll still make great music. Yeah, he will stop for a minute, but he'll, you know what I mean? And then after he's done, he'll do like what Jay be doing little verses and this and that. Biggie still had a lot to prove. Remember when he passed, he had 2 albums. So Biggie had, but listen, I think also too, like Biggie would have stopped somewhere because I think in the long run, because I think with him, the thing with Biggie, he would have tired himself out because he had to write for everybody. Think about it. He was probably still write for Lil' Kim a little bit, not fully. I think Kim would have gotten her own, but Biggie would still help her. You know what I mean?
My bad. No, you made a great point. That's my point with Pac. Like Pac and Big would have got tired out because remember, these niggas, to this day, even with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit, they never was on a Big and Pac pedestal. I'm talking about to where they made a whole entire nation divide. We love Drake. Nah, there was no Big and Pac. This is why, at the end of the day, them two would have tired themselves out because they did too much for us. You see what I'm saying? They did too much for us. Like, dog.
Well, let me throw a little something in there. I mean, get further in the future. Excuse me. So, how you think Baby Boy would have turned out if Pac would have did his role?
I think it would have took it to another level. For the simple fact, I think because Tyrese, he wasn't a trained actor.
Right.
2, fuck the train part, the giftedness. See, Pac was gifted. Pac was so gifted, man. He's so fucking gifted because guess what? He might not be the biggest selling artist now because Eminem and Drake, whatever. But guess what? More people love him across the world. Even New York when he got killed, they put a mural by him. Every nigga, they love the nigga. Make sure everybody. Yeah. I love Pac.
But all right, you're going too much to whatever. Yeah. No, I'm talking about you talk about murals and this and that. And so I understand the love, but what I'm saying, like with Baby Boy, I think it would have been like more better. Don't get me wrong, Tyrese did his thing and shit, but I think like with him, the chemistry would have been with him and AJ Johnson. Tyrese's mom, that's her real name.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And she was a real trained actor. So
she
them
is,
two had
train people.
Yeah, and she trained people too. So I think them two bounce off each other, especially with Ving Rhames and Tupac. Think about the fight scene with him and Tupac. It would have been Ving Rhames and Tupac. Think how dope that would have been.
So I go back because remember, Pac lived through that type of shit. Think about with his mama. You know how close they was in the whole 9. And I'm pretty sure Pac had a step Pac whatever between time where he had to go through that shit. Pac, man, like, dog, there's a reason why we talk about this nigga to this day. We're 29 years later. We knew Baby Boy would have been using that. Like the emotion he brought out, there's emotion he brings out to where you be like, damn. Think about Juice. Take away Pop from Juice. That wouldn't have been the same goddamn movie.
I
I don't
don't
care
think
who
you know
they
what
was supposed to get.
you
Who's supposed
know
to get
we
Burt? My bad.
we our Juice, like that was what Omar's first movie.
Yep. Pac
First
too.
movie.
Everybody in that film.
Still that was the second one. Remember he had
Oh, Lean on Me. Yeah,
Lean on Me and stuff.
Oh
But
boy. Yeah, my bad. I forget
Shout
the
out-
what's the boy got killed?
Brahim.
Shit.
I forgot his real name.
I think him and the old boys on. Yeah, I think he's on the Cosby Show before that, but I'm not sure. But yeah.
But you know what I mean? We got, Queen Flex on her. We got us little parts, you know what I mean? Shout out Samuel L.
Right.
Jackson. But let's get back to the future, like I said, if you never pass. So let's just say more movie roles. What other movies that John Singleton did after Baby Boy that Pop Pie could have been in?
I doubt Pac did
You think-
Fast and Furious.
Nah, that wouldn't be him. Yeah,
There you go.
That wouldn't be him.
So, but after that, Pac would have got drawn to the real Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Remember, he was around Mickey Rourke and all them dudes, Belushi, all them guys. And you
The
hear all
big
them
time
talk
actors.
what they all say.
Jim
They all
Curry,
say
Jim.
Yeah,
Jim Curry. I didn't notice to the other day. Jim Curry used to write Pac in jail like jokes and stuff, just to try, get him laugh, make him laugh.
point.
Good.
No, I'm going to your point. I'm catering to your point. What I'm saying is like, dog, why we had to really dwell back and stay to the music part to where he was like, yo, shit, like this dude was something different, man. We never seen the trifecta that we seen with Pop, acting, music, and fucking that. I'm bringing politics because he was all because people sat. I remember you seen it too. We did that speech at the Muslim guy, whatever it was. He was cursing, and they don't allow that shit when they do their seminars and shit with the 5%ers. He was so effective, they let him curse. Like African American, I don't give a fuck, boom, y'all. But Pop was
they was still warning them. They didn't really.
Yeah,
they was still warning them.
But normally they would have, hey, nigga, you gotta go.
Now,
let me get to the thing. He was so potent. He made a message about the economy, the economics of black. And nobody was talking about the economics of black people at that time. That's why it was so potent.
Okay, back to like if he never passed. You're talking like before he passed. But what I'm saying is, okay. So you think him and Dre got cool, and Pac might have had a couple shows with the Up in Smoke tour?
That's a good one.
I don't know. I just hit my head. I never thought of that in my life. I just boom.
So I'm gonna go because you gotta go by what you think the algorithm is. They call it nowadays. The algorithm will judge.
No, this is. But we're back in what 2000 when Up in Smoke tour came.
The word wasn't called algorithm. It's called something else. So I'm saying the trajectory of it. I don't think he would have got cool with him at that time. Because Dr. Dre is a stubborn dude. And you approach him the way he is, you could tell his demeanor is. He's a stubborn dude where he'd be like, I'm cool. He said what he said about Pac now because it's fucking over 30 years later. But at that time, Dre would have felt like you're in association with Suge. I ain't fucking
right. That's true too. Yeah.
So,
but no, I'm just saying. Now. All right. No, let me let you finish because it sounds good what I'm about to say. But go ahead.
The olive branch. Extend an olive branch. I don't know because I don't see Pac doing it because Pac was how much would they change him? Up and Spoke was 2000. So I've been 4 years divided. So we're trying to think what would have been with Death Row with Snoop gone, Dre gone, Eminem was in the picture after Matt started.
Okay.
I don't see Pac getting with that.
Okay. Here's what I want to say. Okay. Now, if Tupac had a chance to be in that Up in Smoke tour in 2000, all right. So take it back to 96. All right. We know Suge didn't go to jail. Boom. I think at a point in time, Pac would have left Death Row, and he's going to me. It might happen. I say it could have been a possibility. We know, all right, because after he kept saying bad things about Dre.
We
let me finish. Okay. Let me sum it up. So Pop might lead Death Row and be like, yo, start talking to Dre like, yo, you was right. Suge was like this. I didn't see it at the time. I was so blind about the first getting out of jail. I was worried about my appeal. I was so high on life, smoking, drinking. I was afraid I was going to jail. I'm getting all this money. I'm so much in debt with him. I had to do these moves. Now, and plus, Pac, he would have got with people, real people, just like how Jay got with real business people in the long run. Pac would have got with real business people in the long run and this and that. And, Dre probably, like I said, Dre is stubborn. You're right with that. So Dre is stubborn. So I don't know, Dre would have been like, all right, hey, you want to get on a couple shows? Boom, woo, woo, and this and that. You and Dog can do y'all songs. Because think about it. Him and Dog be on stage probably the first time in 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think about it too. My bad. I'm going to cut you off. I want to put it real quick and let you get back. And think about it too. So that era, they was able to do real tours. Up and Spoke was a real tour. And Pac and Snoop only did one show together with the American Most Wanted. So imagine going on that tour you're talking about. That'd be a golden opportunity for them to do it in front of real crowds, 25,000 people.
Right.
They never had a chance to do that because back that time, rap was banned for doing real shows like that. But go ahead.
Now you could have kept going, but I think like I said, stubborn. Dre is stubborn, but who knows? It was just a golden opportunity. And no, I'm not saying, and this is what I'm not saying. Just putting a record. People look at it later, this and that. No, Pop would not be on Kronk 2001. It would never. That would never happen. I still think Dre will have had it how it is. You know what I mean? But like I say, it'll be a great reunion. Not after post Death Row reunion. You know what I mean?
And also, too, I'm going to cut you off.
But
Pac never wrote for Dre, so Dre don't really need Pac in that unless he wants
right.
energy, which I doubt it.
But the dude to California Love, them two to perform that, then him and Dog would do.
The performance. But I'm saying, you said about Kronk 2001. I don't see Pac being on that either because there was no purpose for him to be on that.
He wouldn't sound right on that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
My bad, I'm gonna cut you off, but that's my point. I want to say,
go with you. Go ahead with you. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
What I want to say is,
I want to hear your part, your side.
What you're saying, I want to piggyback. I'm gonna go back to what he's saying. Like you said, he wouldn't sound right on that because of the sound, right? The sound, Dr. Dre's sound in 2001 would be different. That's why I say about Pac. Period. I think that they cater to that new sound because Dre, the sound, everybody had a different sound going up. It was totally different. The sound and everything was gone wouldn't fit Pac's way. Got to do it his way only.
Okay, but he would got with different producers and this and that. You got to put that inside.
Yeah.
Same thing with E40. E40 to me, I like them back then. I like E40 back then, but he got better further on with different producers and stuff. So we just don't. You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna take it back. I think he did more with Johnny J. Johnny J was his masterpiece, master producer. So I felt that if you would have lived, him and John J would have made way more smash hits.
Yeah.
Johnny J, for some reason, knew his Johnny J back then, for y'all here listening that don't understand, producers were in the same room as the rappers. Because they worked together, they collided. That's why music sounded better to most people at the time then, because they was in the same room. So Johnny J, I think, would have upped the level of his production, and Pac would up the level of rapping. So I'm gonna take that back. Pac would have progressed rapping as long as he been with Johnny J. That was the best producer ever been around.
And let me add to that. And exactly, he cut the vibe. So when you say things are gonna be a little bit different, things that got different, which Pac did adapt. Now, let me finish this. All right, we know. Look how look at the transition. All right, from Brandon's Got a Baby to Apocalypse Now album to All Eyes on Me. Look at, mess with different producers. You know what I mean? He went from doing stuff with the Bay to LA. And then you look at Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me. Now, let me also say this, and to your point, when things start getting different. Now, and he was working with Johnny J. You gotta look what he did with what's it called, with John B. Are You Still Down? Different type of beat,
right?
Women, Johnny J.
There you go.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I said with you, like we say with Johnny J, them two got dope. You know what I mean? together and start making, dope music. And then when music changed and Are You Still Down, the song with what's it called? John B.
John B.
That's how, music was changing. He adapted that with that song. That'd been dope. That'd been dope if Pac was still alive when that song came out.
Yeah, because it's funny because he was alive, of course, when it made. Because remember, John B. talked about that on Vlad.
Yeah,
but so I'm gonna bring it back to this. So Pac would have lived, stuck with Johnny J. They would have pumped out some more hits. So I'm gonna take that back. He pumped out some more hits. He still would have been acting all that, but
been acting more, right.
I can't see him and Dr. Dre. Maybe come for the guest, guest performance or whatever. I don't know if they did it back then or not. But we assume they did. I'm not sure because, we're talking about back 2000, 2001. But they did. I think Pac maybe. But I don't know. Back then, our morals was different back in 99, 2000, all that. You know what I mean? We were just different. Yeah. The mentality was different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe nowadays, it's something you would see. I don't know where you would see that back then. Because, like I said, Dr. J stubborn. Pac was stubborn, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Snoop was stubborn. Like, all these dudes was, like, to their own. So, I don't see that happening. I think Eminem would have loved it if it would have happened. But I don't think, Eminem was so low then, he couldn't give a say-so to Dr. Dre. Because remember, Easter was coming up. He didn't have a second album yet when he up a smoke tour. So, you know what I mean? That's a good point, though. But Johnny J, yeah, I think that was the best person Pac ever linked with because the bigger hits came off of him. And I'm going to put number 2. This guy deserves credit. Shout out to him. Easy Mo B, for some reason, he found the best of Pac and Big. I don't know what his beat style, or not beat style. Whatever he found, he brought the best out of them, too.
Well, remember when Big was hearing the beats that he was giving to Pac, Big was like, nah, give me that beat. Easy Mo was like, nah, I can't do that. Nah,
Boy, that Temptations, woo!
Listen, that was my favorite Pac song for the longest, Temptations. I don't know why, that song came out. I think I was like 9 years old. I just love that song.
94, 95, 94.
No, I want to say the single came out.
95, 95. I'm tripping. 95, 95.
Yeah.
The album came out in 95, yeah. Niggas was
so
young. We was young anyway. Shit.
Yeah. So I was like 9. Like, you know what I mean? But, further on, more like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like Machiavelli drop, but like I said, he would drop something at the Machiavelli, you know what I mean? But like I said,
let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you before you cut off. I want you to answer this. So after the Machiavelli, do you think he would have picked it up back to more Johnny J up tempo, partying type vibe, or you think it would have stayed with the Machiavelli style?
Well, now we gotta go off what was going off.
I say if he lived.
No. This is the subject. This is the subject we'll be talking about. So you gotta look at what singles he was dropping off of Machiavelli, the videos. Toss It Up was the first one. So Pac was on a high. He want to keep making party music. Don't get me wrong. He knew his album cuts was like, you know what I mean? Like, what's it called? To Live and Die in L.A. He wasn't from L.A., but he was at that point, he was knee deep in L.A. And he loved L.A. so much, he made that song. So, all right, he gonna have them little shit, but like I said, he was on a high. So you gotta look at and further on more, right? Before he died, like I said, he made Are You Still Down? Are You Still Down with John B. So he's on he's gonna do songs for the women.
Yeah,
he's gonna do songs like, you know what I mean? He gonna do
up top. All right.
Yeah, he gonna be up tempo. You know what I mean? This and that. Because remember, his number one thing, like he told Biggie before Biggie blew up, make songs for the females. Make songs for the females. You know what I mean? Pac was going, like I said, Pac was going to be an icon, a living icon. I think he was. Yeah, I'm about to say that. I'm about to say that because everything revolved around Pac. And don't be wrong. Yeah, Biggie was still with shine because he was still shine when Pac was alive. You know what I mean? Now, the big thing, like I said, 97 was a critical year for Bad Boy because Death Row was gone. So Puffy had over 30 weeks at number 1 in 97. So if Death Row never fell off in 96.
Pac lived.
Pac lived. If Pac lived, with Death Row it fell off. And Now you had you get that big power horse, like I said, with Death Row. So and
You said when they
yeah,
fell off Death Row?
not
Nah, they wouldn't.
no. Would like I said, Pac never died.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got my TikTok real quick. Hold on. Let me put this puzzle thing. Okay, so would Mace still where he be? Would Mace still would be where he at? Now we know Biggie wouldn't pass. So would
Right.
now the start of that run was missing you, of course, dedicated to
Oh,
Big because he passed.
let me pause
No,
1
let me
second.
finish.
Okay,
Let me. I mean, unless it's right about that, and let me. I mean, go ahead. Okay.
So, no, I would say Biggie still had a chance of getting passed away, even if Pac lived, because that beef was real. So Big Body got unalived anyway, because that shit was too real.
But it was mostly about. Now, I mean, Pac passing. That was mostly about. It could have been just a music war. So, anyways, so Are You Missing You was the start of the Bad Boy run. If that song never came out, because remember that song crossed over even to the pop life.
Right.
Okay, so boom, you wouldn't have that. So, let me give you this too, because I'm kind of jumping the gun. Ain't Nobody Hold Me Down was a hit that came out before I'll Be Missing You. So I gotta give him that. That was still a hit.
I'm not gonna let you keep going.
But are you Missing You, right? That was a massive hit. So we take that massive hit away, and then after holding down, we still got big second album. We got Hypnotized. We got More Money, More Problems. Now what would because Suge, he an asshole. They would have crept up somewhere with something within that mix. You know what I mean? With musically, because that, you know what I mean? So I don't know what they come back with. Pop would have had something. You know what I mean? Maybe Machiavelli would got more of a push. Because remember,
my thing,
because remember, Pac didn't do no videos off of there other than what, Toss It Up and To Live and Die in L.A. But
my bad. Machiavelli was a dark album. That's why he said he wanted to sell it. He said he wanted to sell it because that was him flipping over, because Machiavelli's changed. You died and come back to life, faking death. So he had a whole model behind Machiavelli. It wasn't like, I'm Machiavelli. No. Dude studied him, and he said he wanted to come back to life, reincarnate. Remember, his whole thing was reincarnate. Every lyric he said, I'm back.
Reincarnated as a motherfucking Mac.
So every time he's reincarnated. So what he wanted to do was kill, unalive Tupac and reincarnate with Machiavelli.
Right.
So with that, that's why it was a mixtape. So I think it would come out with straight music to put on the out to the masses. It would have been right there with that. But guess what? They've been like coincide together because, man, they would make dope music like that. You be hearing Pac and be in the club at the same time. You hear Hypnotized, Pac would drop something, who knows what it have been called, but it have been out. Trust me, Johnny J production, they've been out. We be hearing both in the club. Every night we be jamming to both.
Now here's another thing. Would Big still have that song going back to Cali?
Yeah, because he's out there. Regardless, he went out there. He's out there way before, so we know it now, but we know back then, like, dang, he's out there that long?
Oh, yeah, he was out there for 9 months. No, it was 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months, my bad. So he was out there the whole time. So we didn't know it back then. So now we know, because we know the knowledge. So both of them been up there. 97, man, listen. We talk all this, whatever now, younger kids, Gen Z, all no. Listen, both of these boys, when it's so dope, they would have did that. They would have did that shit. You know what I'm saying? They would have did that, period. That's why I love them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because them labels would make sure, it was cool. And what could you do to deny it? You couldn't do nothing. Like nowadays, you don't have the passion of Pop. You don't have the lyricism and the compassion of Big. You know what I'm saying? So them two coincide all of it. It'd been super. We have loved it.
Yeah.
We been chilling. Like, yo. So they would, you would have Hypnotized, whatever Pop would have came out with. Mace, all. It'd been a great time. And then we don't know where Snoop would have been with it. But we'll take him out of it. Fuck it. So we'll take him out of it. The Dog Pound, somebody would have had to come with Tupac. Tupac couldn't do all by himself. Just like Biggie
Right.
didn't do it by himself. Mace came in. So somebody came in and you know what I mean, complimented Pac. But if Pac would live though, so I'm gonna take back some things I said. Yeah, Johnny J, as long as he's in this corner, he been cool.
Yeah,
He been cool.
you know what, and I think that was with Pac is thing he was searching for his whole career was a main producer.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
because think about it, his first time Tupac Lives Now, that was if it's 1 to 10, I get an album 6. I give it a 6, even though the hit songs was good on her, but it was like 3, 4 songs. Rest of the songs was so boring and trash. Throw that out. Tupac
I'm gonna
Lives
tell
Now.
you know why? Because he's more of a slam poetry dude. He was
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know
Think about
Pop was in the beginning.
Yeah, think about his first single ever was Brenda. Brenda Had a Baby. Like, who would have made that? Yeah. So let me fast forward. All right, to Apocalypse Now. That was a lost album. Me Against the World. He found it. He kind of found with Easy Mo B, but Easy Mo B, he was the East Coast.
Second album. I know it's that. That's how you know, but you skipped that second album. Everybody skipped that album.
That's why I say it's a lost album. It's a lost album. Remember, I've been around, saved the album. Don't get me wrong. Keep Your Head Up too was dope. After them singles, think about it. He dropped 2 singles. The album was just, you know what I mean? All right,
I like 4 songs of the album. That's it.
Okay, so Me Against the World, Easy Mo B had, you know what I mean, foot in it and this and that. But here's the thing. And then, you know, he got with the East Coast people. But here's the thing. Easy Mo B got blackballed after the long run. And, you know, after the East Coast, West Coast thing, he definitely wasn't going to get them sounds no more. Boom. So when he did All Eyes on Me, them songs was already made. Most of them songs was already made. So he still kind of didn't find a producer.
Part.
Yeah, the songs was already made.
Part,
So that's how, don't get me wrong, Pop was a fast, you know what I mean, artist of writing, making songs and this and that. But to make a double disc album in 7 days, the songs was already done. The songs was already done. So anyways, now when he did Machiavelli, that's, you know what I mean, he kind of dipped in his, you know what I mean, dark bag, but he started lighting back up, you know what I mean, with Johnny J. And Johnny J just knew everything. Like, think about man, it would have been dope. I think him and Scarface would have did more music.
It was probably get to that point, but remember, Pop became bigger than everybody else ever. So when they talk about, for y'all, everybody nowadays, you know, if you was a little too young for this, so when y'all see what Drake was at, if Drake would have kept that acting, he probably wouldn't have what Pac was, because Drake was an actor first, then rapper or whatever. But we're talking about what Pac. So Pac didn't have time because he was going up like this, and no rapper was even close, except for Biggie.
This
Biggie was only close to the beat.
But this Death Row run was only 10 months. Motherfuckers understand that. He dropped 2 albums, which one's a double disc. He did 2 albums. He did how many videos? Like, come on. He had 3 videos, or actually 4. He had 4 videos come out after his death. He had I Ain't Mad at You, Toss It Up. He was, Toss It Up, Live and Die in LA, and All About You.
So with the point you made, I'm gonna go with that even more. It's the fact that what people don't understand and know, with Pac, there was nobody, like, when he got to that point, there was no even close number 2. There was no Kendrick Lamar type dude under him besides Biggie. But Biggie was quiet the whole 96.
Right.
The only thing Biggie even said 96 was the fucking goddamn Only You.
Oh,
that's all he did. 96.
Yeah. 96.
That's all he had though. Only You, and he was a Jay-Z video. That's all he did in 96. He was quiet as shit. Because nigga, that Death Row rush was crazy. So Biggie had to fall back. But I'm always saying this. If Pac didn't pass, I don't see him being cool with Big, because the street part of it. So the street part, that's why against all odds, he want that be with the darkness. So the darkness of Pac showing all against all odds was that, yo, dog, I don't fuck with you because you knew this was going to happen. I think you. I'm not. I ain't put on Big because that's fucked up. Put it on Big. I can't put that on him. But he assumed that Big knew. Can't blame him. But he assumed that Big knew what was going to happen. So I don't see
Yeah.
that relationship being mended. And then with Hayes and Jack, all that, there was a lot of shit going, New York shit going on.
Yeah.
That Pac couldn't control. Big couldn't do nothing about it either because
He get
I love Big.
extorted
Big was
too.
no street. Yeah, Big was no fucking. He had no pool to shut Hayes and Jack down. Like
Right.
them dudes was real fucking live niggas. So Biggie couldn't like, yo, man, nah. Allegedly, Big was paying him to leave him the fuck alone. But anyway, we'll get
But
off that because we ain't about the
yeah.
streets.
Well, let's end this now, man.
Yeah,
In this
good pod, y'all.
podcast.
Shout out
Now we
everybody
could have kept
joining us and
going for
stuff.
another hour, but
We
I mean,
need
things
to.
to do and stuff. So, hey, next hour podcast on Monday. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Back to the parlays and stuff, NBA picks and stuff. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
ended out my opinions of flex.
Until next time.